I promise I'm almost ready. I'm trying
That's
to get
fun.
through with this cutscene. This cutscene is long and it's unskippable. Oh god. That's a lot of snot coming down his... Oh! Oh my goodness, the Doki Doki music over this cutscene is hilarious. Okay, I finished the cutscene. Time to log off. Now I'm gonna go use the bathroom and I'll be back.
Are you... Alright. Hello, my little stars. My name is Kat the Awesome 6. I am here with Malachiza.
Hello.
Hotdog.
Hey everyone.
Danny.
Howdy!
And Syko.
Hey.
And we're here playing Doki Doki Literature Club Switcheroo. We're now doing Natsuko's Day again, but there probably are gonna be, well, I'm not gonna lie to you. We have to redo this again. There is gonna be a difference, that's why we're keeping this episode. So, it's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuko's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it hasn't helped much. I wonder how different he's going to be when it's just the two of us. He seemed to be more openly flirty after the others left the clubroom. Meanwhile, he's been texting me a lot. We had sent each other one to double check, but it turned into a whole conversation. I'm a little surprised by how sweet he is on the phone. He's almost a different person. He's still quite flirty, but that's to be expected. But putting Natsuko aside, I haven't heard much of anything from Satori the past couple of days. I've called, texted, and even went to his house. But each time I checked in on him, he's been passed out face down on his pillow. His bad day seems to be lingering, and I don't know why. Between him and Natsuko's visit, my anxiety is through the roof. I look at the clock. Natsuko will be here in about 2 hours. Time for a quick last-minute cleanup. Danny?
Danny, you started playing Far Cry 5 again.
Oh, I'm logging out of it.
Really? We just saw it pop up on screen, Dan.
I'm not though!
Danny, fucking really?
What? Dude.
So who just booted up Far Cry 5?
I'm not on Steam right now! Look! Yes, I'm trying to pirate Horimiya. Do not judge me.
I get to work shoving clothes in the closet and papers with doodles on them into my desk drawers. Can't have my book bag just lying around, I suppose. I grab it so I can put that in the closet as well. The strap suddenly snaps and it falls to the ground, spilling everything out. I let out a long, exasperated sigh. Awesome. I drop to my knees and begin scooping up my various papers and textbooks. As I do so, I dismissively look through some of the papers. Let's see. Failed test, detention slip, notes I never used, countless doodles, another detention slip. Huh? I suddenly come across what appears to be a prescription bag with a couple of pill bottles inside. What the... This isn't mine. I look over and check for a name. Satori? This must have been put into my bag by mistake when we took that trip down the stairs a few days ago. Since when is he on medication? I pull out the bottles and scan their labels carefully. I grab my phone and look up both medications. Whoa, what? How? Since when? I hastily finish shoving everything else in my closet. I don't have much time before Natsuko comes over. But despite this, I race out the door. Whether Satori likes it or not, I'm coming over and we're going to talk about this. I don't even bother to text or call. I don't even knock. I just swing the door open and head inside. It's not unusual after all. We hang out at each other's houses so often we practically live together. The house is quiet. Satori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I head upstairs. I half expected to come down and shoo me back out the door, but the entire house is silent. My heart races. I head up to his room and gently open the door. I see him lying on the bed, but he promptly leaps to his feet, clearly startled by my sudden entrance.
Jeez, not much?
My blood pressure settles down a bit. He looks tired and a bit irritated, but otherwise okay. I quietly take a seat on the bed. He reluctantly sits down next to me. He forces a smile. There's a moment of silence between us.
You didn't need to come over. I mean, I'm happy to see you and everything. But don't you have something more important to do today? Nat, you're supposed to be baking with him today, right?
How did you know that? How did... Satori had gone home by the time we decided that last meeting. But I quickly realized how he knows. Mateo told you, didn't he?
Of course. He's supposed to keep me up to date on all the festival preparations. I'm the vice president after all.
Yeah. So, how about you? You're helping him today, right?
Yeah, but only online. We don't have to meet up or anything. Anyway, I bet you're excited to be baking with Nat, huh?
Satori, I'd rather be working with you. Satori looks over at me briefly.
No, you wouldn't. I know you wanted to be alone with Nat since you joined the club.
That's not... Look, that's not what I came here to talk about. I'm here to talk about this. I hold up the bottle labeled Suprexa. Satori quickly snatches the bottle from my hands.
How the heck did you get this?
It was put in my backpack on accident a few days ago when we fell down the stairs.
Well, this explains why I've been able to sleep so well these past couple of days.
Yeah, I know. I looked it up and saw one of the main side effects is insomnia. Satori, how long have you been on this?
You're not gonna like the answer.
I don't care.
Kat,
Don't cat me!
you're just gonna make me say it, aren't you? Fine. The truth is, I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder when I was 10 years old. I've been on Zyprexa ever since.
The news hit me like a ton of bricks. I don't even know how to respond. I slowly rise to my feet, my shocked gaze locked on Satori's face. 10?
Told you you weren't gonna like the answer.
I don't understand. We're best friends. We tell each other everything. Why wouldn't you tell me about this, knowing I could help?
I didn't tell you because I didn't want you to worry about me. You do that a lot, you know. You spend so much time worrying about me that you don't have time to do important things.
I feel myself getting increasingly angrier at his words. Of course I worry about you. You're my best friend. You're so important to me. I even worry about you when I watch you cross the street. I love you, you big stupid idiot. Why would you not tell me about this? What's wrong?
What are you laughing about?
Just the part where she's like, I worry about you when you cross the street, like... Yeah.
Just see a grown Satori. Just the MC just watching him, making sure that he's okay and doesn't get hit.
There's Satori just chasing a ball into the room. That's like,
Ooh, ball! What is even the point of us being best friends if you're not gonna be open and honest with me about stuff like this? God, I can't believe you never told me.
Are you mad at me?
I shake my head silently. I don't understand why you kept this from me.
You can never understand.
What? Because you didn't want me to worry about you? Come on, Satori. That's ridiculous.
To you, maybe. But having you worry about me and caring about me, it feels like a bat being swung against my head. It's bittersweet to have anyone care about me. That's why I wanted you to make friends with everyone in the club when you decided to join. I figured if I could get you to care for them, you'd stop caring about me.
Really? Is that what you think? I walk away a few feet, staring at nothing. You think I'm so shallow and heartless that I could just abandon my best friend for the first guy to write me a poem? Now I feel myself becoming increasingly emotional. I want to stop myself before I become irrational, but I find myself unable to curb my tongue. Is that why you never told me about this story? Am I that bad of a friend that you just felt you couldn't trust me? Before I have a chance to finish, Satori jumps to his feet and wraps his arms around me, pulling me into an embrace. Tears freely begin to flow from my eyes as his embrace tightens.
Please. Please don't do this.
He begins to tremble.
I don't want you to hurt because of me. I'm sorry I made you feel this way.
No. I wrap my arms around him in return. I'm the one who's sorry. I'm so sorry. You've been going through this for so long, and I hardly even noticed. What kind of a friend am I that I didn't even pick up on the fact that you were struggling like this? How could I be so blind? I'm sorry, Satori. I'm a terrible friend.
No, Kat. Don't say that.
He holds me so tight against him, I can feel his heart pounding. I instantly regret what I said before, as I predicted I would. This isn't about me. This is about my best friend. It's my job to find out how I can help him. I rest my face against his shoulder and sigh.
You are the most wonderful friend anyone could ever ask for. I love you so much. That's why I didn't tell you. I don't deserve to have such an amazing and big-hearted person care about me so much. You just don't understand how much it hurts.
But why? Why do you feel so selfish and undeserving? The meds are working, right?
Yeah. When I take them.
Satori and I release our embrace and slowly part. What do you mean, when you take them? Satori shrugs indifferently.
I don't always take them. You read for yourself that they cause insomnia. I gotta get sleep sometime. So on days when I'm moodier than usual, it's because I didn't take them so that I could sleep.
I swallow nervously as I reach into my pocket and wrap my fingers around the second pill bottle. Well, I can understand that. But truthfully, those aren't the meds I was talking about. I notice Satori's expression change as I pull the bottle labeled lithium from my pocket. I'm talking about this. He backs away a couple of steps.
I swear, officer, that's not mine.
You just had to say that. During an emotional moment.
I don't need that stuff.
They wouldn't have prescribed it if you didn't need it, Satori.
Well, I don't need it, alright?
He snaps as he crosses his arms and leans against the wall, his back turned.
I'm not taking it. Period.
I sigh and stand up. I walk to the center of the room and stand near him. You really need to reconsider that decision.
Yeah? And what makes you so sure of that?
Because they only prescribe that stuff to people with depression. People with suicidal thoughts.
There's nothing to worry about. It's common for people with BPD to have bouts of depression. I'm fine as long as I have Zyprexa.
It just seems weird that they prescribe such a serious medication for severe depression to someone who just has bouts about it.
Look, they just overreacted when they prescribed it to me. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. So just drop it, okay?
sad thoughts was about your depression, wasn't it? Satori shakes his head and gives an annoyed grunt.
I already told you. You look too much into that poem. I'm sorry I ever wrote that stupid thing.
I'm not! I love that poem. It's my personal window into your mind. And when I look in that window and see that you have a little rain cloud in your head, well, I can come in and give that rain cloud a little hug. And make a big happy rainbow.
Yeah, that's so corny.
Satori smiles a bit. Even though he's smiling, I can feel the melancholy radiating off of him. Satori,
Yeah?
you were diagnosed with BPD when you were 10. And you said that's when they prescribed the Zyprexa, right?
Right.
When was the lithium first prescribed to you?
Doesn't matter. I already told you I'm not taking it.
He stubbornly walks over to his bedroom window. Well, at least tell me what you get depressed about.
Nat's coming.
He cuts me off. I look down the street, and sure enough, I spot Natsuko walking towards my house carrying some bags. I completely forgot he was coming over. I look at Satori, who keeps his gaze on Natsuko below. Satori, if you need me today, I'll cancel.
Don't do that, Kat.
I jump back startled. Satori immediately realizes the effect of his outburst and shrinks back low.
I'm sorry. That's just... I'm sure he's been looking forward to this all weekend. Please don't ruin that for him. Besides, I'll be busy today. I still have some festival stuff to talk about with Mateo.
Alright. I get up and head for the door. I stop and look back at Satori, still standing in front of the window with his back to me. If you finish early with helping Mateo, feel free to come over to help me and Natsu with donuts. Satori merely shakes his head.
No thanks. I'll see him tomorrow at the festival. You two have fun.
Okay. We'll have a good time at the festival though, right? I mean, if you're okay with it, I'd like to spend the day with you. Would that be alright? Satori turns his head slightly. I was hoping for an excited grin, but instead he gives me a sad smile. After a moment, he nods.
Of course, if that's what you want. But I wish you'd consider spending your time with everyone else.
I will. I plan on having fun with all my friends. The friends I wouldn't have if it weren't for you. But no matter how many new friends I make, I'll never be far from your side. Because we're best friends. And you're stuck with me, no matter what. Finally, I managed to smile out Satori. There was real happiness in it this time. It quickly fades, but it gives me hope that I can bring it back out again. I just wish he would tell me more about his depression so maybe I can help him. I guess I'll just have to be patient and hope he eventually decides to confide in me. I step out the door and grab the knob. If you change your mind, feel free to drop by. Satori gives me one more melancholy smile and nod before I slowly close the bedroom door behind me. I exit Satori's house. On the way home, I still find myself feeling uneasy. I try to focus my thoughts on Natsuko, convincing myself that tomorrow will be a better day for everyone, including Satori. I follow Natsuko, staying about 100 feet behind. I'm sure he hasn't spotted me. As he turns to walk up my driveway, I see him take out his phone. He disappears from my view as he heads up to the house, obscured by the bushes on the corner of this driveway. Within moments, I hear the musical tone of my phone, letting me know I have a new text. It's from Natsuko, saying he's outside my door. I decided it'd be more fun to sneak up on him. I round the corner and slink up the driveway. But as my door comes into view, here you'll know, I only see the bags he was carrying sitting on the patio. I stare at the lone bags for a moment. Where the hell did he go?
Gotcha. Sorry.
That gotcha had no enthusiasm.
Whoa.
Yeah! I practically leap out of my pants as Natsuko suddenly appears behind me and gives me my rib cage a tickle. I'm pretty sure my soul left my body there for a moment.
Sorry. Oh, poor time.
This is your last day, and then it'll be no more.
You're almost done.
You're almost done, and then it'll be
my-
Danny's turn. Just come on.
You should see your face. And I really gave you a scare, didn't I?
I'd stuff you in the microwave for pulling that little stunt. But then I'd have no one here to make donuts. And I wasn't scared, by the way. I was mildly alarmed.
Yeah, right. You're just mad because you wanted to sneak up on me and I beat you to the punch.
Touché. Satisfied with himself, Natsuko struts proudly to the door and gathers the bags. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuko carries in 3 large bags that I'm assuming are filled with baking supplies. He places them on the counter.
I didn't want to come all the way down here just to find out your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. Did you buy everything I asked you to?
Yep. Natsuko messaged me yesterday asking me to pick up a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home.
Great! Gotta could count on you to do your part.
Oh, of course. I take donuts very seriously.
I sure hope so. Can't have you ruining my recipe.
Your recipe, huh? So you...
Yeah. I mean, no.
So you do bake often. Realizing his unintentional confession, which he already did when he freaking interrupted me, Natsuko's face turns bright red.
It's not...
Calm down, Natsu. I think it's awesome that you make such tasty treats. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. If anything, it makes me think even more highly of you. I mean, I don't expect any less from a pro.
That's... I'm glad to hear you say that. I just don't... I don't want the other guys to know. They'll just make fun of me about it and piss me off.
Then I guess they won't be partaking in your delicious donuts, will they? And whose loss is that?
It's true, I guess.
Why did I even let you go through with that? Why did you even press the spacebar when you did that so bad? You have one more day and then you're free from me, okay?
Could you keep this between us? It's not bad enough I'm the shortest one in the
Which
club.
is true.
Yeah. But I want them to have more ammo knowing I bake too, you know?
No worries. Your secret is safe with me.
Thanks, Kat.
There's some silence between us when Natsuko suddenly gives me a strange look.
Sorry. It's just... This is the first time I've seen you outside of school. You... really pretty today.
Natsu, that's... Well, I wasn't expecting Natsuko to act different when it was just the 2 of us. But I never expected that someone who's usually so blunt and bossy could be so unbelievably charming.
I hear that a lot.
Screw you! That's really nice of you to say something like that. I mean, if we're being honest here, I think Natsuko looks pretty cute in his casual clothes too. Somehow they make him look older than he should.
Just ignore the fact he dresses like a 12-year-old, that's fine.
I'm trying to prepare myself for the next line. He may not have Yuri's mature build, but he's clearly not a kid either. Just seeing a thick Danny's mature build.
I know.
plenty of girls prefer the boy band look anyway.
Well, let's not make a big deal out of it. We don't need to talk about weird things just because we're not in school. Get started. Donuts, right? It's pretty neat. A lot for me to teach you. Keep your fingers out of the batter.
That's never gonna happen. I'm sorry. There's that attitude. I smell a bit to myself. I do like when he speaks his mind like that. It gives me a license to dish it right back to him. We start pulling items out of the bags and finally get started. Before long, the entire kitchen is a mess, thanks to yours truly. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled liquid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. Of course, 99% of the mess was made by me. Turns out I suck at baking and have exhausted Natsuko at every turn. The mixture wasn't big enough to mix all the batter at once. The mixture wasn't big enough to mix all the batter at once, so we had to do it several times. I have had my hand slapped with a wooden spoon at least 24, well, wooden spoon, spatula, everything. A dozen times so far for trying to dip my finger in just about every bowl I can reach, including the flour that doesn't even taste like anything. I've been forbidden from touching anything unless specifically asked to do so, which is never gonna happen. Natsuko watches my every step, my every move as I reach into the bag next to the table and pull out a small box that holds 5 bottles of different colored dye. What color are you making the batter?
Well, each batch will be a different color. That way everyone can pick their favorite even if the filling is the same.
Neat.
I know, right? What is with you today? Come on.
I'm giggling today!
Normally you can handle this.
Are we doing the same with the feeling?
You want to?
Sure, it sounds like fun. Whatever we can do to make these as creative and eye-catching as possible.
Yeah, now you're getting it, Kat. Now you're putting your heart into it and starting to have fun.
I sure am.
Stop that before you create more of a mess.
God, I want to shove my entire head into one of these bowls of batter right now. I don't even care if I die in it. That'd be a great way. It's torture not being able to taste anything. I watch forlornly as Natsuko separates the batter into smaller bowls and puts a few drops of food color.
Blue. Baking isn't about following instructions, you know. It's all about presentation. Making people's eyes light up. It's just the sight of your food is good as the amount of satisfaction they give after tasting it.
You're amazing at this. Baking must be your life's calling.
No. Not at all.
Really? That's a pretty lackadaisical response from someone who loves baking! Yes, I did it again! Natsuko suddenly stops mixing a batch of blue batter, staring into it with a sad expression.
If someone's really good at something doesn't mean they're really like doing it. Sometimes a person is only really good at something because they were forced to do it.
Natsuko quickly snaps out of his melancholy daze.
Anyway, here. How about these donuts, huh? It's great.
Screw me and being depressed, here's some donut! He quickly changes the subject and I'm shocked when he puts down his bowl of blue batter and hands me a large bowl of cream filling and a whisk.
Still using the mixer, so mix this until there are no more lumps. When you're done, we'll add some food coloring.
Wow, you're really putting me in charge of getting something delicious? Of me holding something delicious? That's a...
You know, if I wanted attitude, I would have asked for it. You could go ahead and stop and just start feeding the shit out of that batter now. Thank you. Did I ask for lip service? No, I asked for this batter to be beaten, okay? Keep your fingers out.
No promises. No promises.
No fingers.
No promises. It takes all of my willpower to try and focus on mixing the stuff instead of eating it. I take the whisk and give it a careless swing around the bowl. About half a cup of the mixture flies out of the bowl and splatters on the ground. I quietly look up at Natsuko and seeing him giving me an agitated glare.
What the fuck? Are you even trying?
Trying to make a mess? No, that's all happening naturally.
Jeez. I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here.
You say that like it's something that you don't want to happen. Natsuko grabs the bowl from
Shut
me.
up. You really need to beat the crap out of it.
So just imagine that it's Yuri's face for you. And for me, it's Mateo's face. Alright.
See?
After only a few seconds, the consistency of the cream filling has already improved, forming firm, fluffy peaks. I watch, puppy-eyed, as Natsuko takes a finger and dips it into the cream, scooping up a dollop and popping it into his mouth.
Perfect consistency. Whoa. Would you like me to try that again? Want a second take?
You know what? Fine,
Yeah,
sure, fine, go ahead.
Wow!
I launch my finger towards the bowl in an attempt to have a taste of the fluffy mounds, only to have Natsuko pull the bowl away and slightly slap my wrist.
Hey. How many times do I have to tell you to keep your gross fingers out of the bowls?
Come on, man! You're killing me here! You haven't let me taste anything! I just want a little sample. I start to fight back, reaching for the bowl once again.
I'm the chef, and it's my job to make you wait to sample anything until we're done. Now back off!
Natsuko grabs my hand and pushes back. Well, my job is to get in the way and make a big mess and ruin everything! And you are seriously impeding my duty, so just let me taste the frickin' cream already! My argument makes absolutely no sense, but at this point, I don't care. I want that sweet Jesus!
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. I want that sweet stuff in my mouth!
That's what she said.
I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the lip of the bowl. I successfully scoop out the dollop just as Natsuko pulls the bowl away with all his might. Ah! The force of Natsuko pulling me causes me to stumble, making him stumble in turn. My hand, with the cream filling on it, brushes against his face, wiping that precious dollop off my finger and across his cheek.
Ugh! You got a big glob of it on my face!
Gee, I wonder whose fault that is!
Yours! Of course! Keep your fingers out of the bowls.
Let me taste something!
Not until we're done!
Natsuko sets the bowl on the counter behind him and stands in front of it, protectively, arms outstretched. I'm at my wits'
T-pose!
I'm at my wits' end. I need to get my fix. It all means necessary. I suddenly lunge. Natsuko holds up one hand, but I'm faster. I grab him by the wrist. He tries to use his other hand to fight back, but I grab that one too. I push back with all my might, shoving him beyond the counter and pinning him against the wall.
I wasn't paying attention. Let me go!
Not a chance! You won't let me taste anything because you don't want my fingers in the bowls? Fine then. You leave me no choice.
Ah!
Before he has a chance to respond, I lean my body into him. Our faces are practically touching when I suddenly flick out my tongue and slowly drag it across his face, licking off the cream.
What? Did you just... Ugh!
Natsuko is so taken aback that he can't even figure out how to get mad at me. He can't even seem to figure out what's going on right now. He looks away, his face entirely red. But then, his expression changes. his gaze suddenly becomes amorous. He looks back at me. Oh, great. Headphones off. Here we go.
Kat? You know, once we put those donuts in the oven, we'll have like a good 12 minutes to do whatever you want. I bet I could beat you at a game of chess in that time.
Wait. What? Did he just... I stare at him in shocked silence. Okay, I'm not even sure what's going on right now. I mean, Natsuko has always been pretty forward, but this... I don't know how to respond to this. My breathing becomes shallow and suddenly I'm feeling a bit dizzy. The screech of the fire alarm kills the tension immediately. Startled...
What the fuck?
Ruining a moment! Startled, I realized while Natsuko rushes to the oven. What the... You haven't put any batches in yet! What's burning? I can feel my face ignite with embarrassment when Natsuko grabs an oven mitt and pulls out a dirty tray, tossing it on top of the stove. The fire alarm stops within moments.
Bruh. Told you to check the stove before preheating it, didn't I?
Yes. Yes, you did.
And did you?
I believe the smoldering evidence sitting on top of the stove is proof enough that I did no such thing.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Anyway, I'm putting the first batch in the oven now.
And just like that, we're back to baking. I have mixed feelings about this. I mean, the baking is fun and all, but I'm curious what would have happened if that stupid fire alarm didn't go off. It's kind of frustrating. I watch as Natsuko slides the batch of donuts into the oven. Meanwhile, I dip my fingers in the filling bowl and scoop a massive dollop of cream into my mouth while his back is turned. I'm a little overwhelmed by the variety of decorations Natsuko brought. Several small jars of sprinkles, walnuts, toasted coconut, and chopped almonds are among the different options alongside pressed chocolate chips and peanut butter chips. For those who are a fan of coconut, I'm sorry, it's just so disgusting.
I think
it's good.
I
No,
think
it's
you just
not.
have bad taste.
No, it's good.
No, it's not.
It's good.
It's not.
Coconut's disgusting.
It's not.
Well,
Almond joys are really
Coconut's the worst fruit.
I don't like coconut that much.
See? While the donuts were in the oven, Natsuko and I made different colored icing as well as separated the cream filling to make several colors of that too. Let's write words on the donuts. It'd be fun to see people choose a donut based on a word they like.
Hey, that's a good idea. You know, you may be lousy at baking, but I do like the way your mind works.
And you know,
You're not gonna,
you may be
you're not
bossy.
gonna move on? Or?
You may be bossy, you may be irritating, but I do love the way how your mind works as well.
That's a fucking lie.
I'm sure there's a compliment in there somewhere deep down in that whole trash pit of a sentence. But there's a compliment somewhere. Natsuko looks at the decorations for a moment, thinking to himself. No doubt designing them in his head like the master chef he is. Afterwards, he grabs 2 different colored donuts and places them in front of me. He grabs 2 for himself as well.
When you've got a good groove going, you can start decorating the good ones for real. And the best part is, you can eat your 2 practice donuts when you're done. Deal? Oh, act.
Syko! Oh my gosh, now I think that I should have done the Natsuko route last.
hell, if you would have listened to someone.
Danny, your route is coming up after this week. Shush.
Oh, I know. I can't wait.
I'm scared of you, because you're playfully flirty.
Only a little bit.
Danny, be honest. I have already stuffed the donuts he's placed in front of me into my mouth. Did you say something? Natsuko sighs and shakes his head.
You know what? I'll do the main decorating. Write words on each donut. Can you at least do that?
I smile and nod excitedly. Uh-huh.
Fine. No dirty words, though.
Aww.
Don't say fuck.
Aww.
We'll get in
My
trouble.
smile goes away. When we're finished, Natsuko lines the donuts up side by side to admire our work.
These turned out so much nicer than I imagined they would. Good job, partner.
Right back at ya. Those are some pretty donuts, I must say. I too admire the amazing variety of donuts we've created. There are cream-filled donuts and donuts with holes in them. Some are glazed, some are powdered, some are covered with icing, and others with sprinkles. Some are topped with nuts, while others are topped with chocolate chips. Some are striped and some are plain. The colors pop where they should, but don't outshine the ones with simpler decorations. What a lovely display. I just want to roll around in them. I wish I could have one.
Hey, weirdo.
I wish I could have one right now.
You can have one. And only one.
I waste no time in reaching for the one I'm eyeing. It's a chocolate-covered one with rainbow sprinkles and cream filling. But rather than inhale it, I nibble it daintily, enjoying the fresh flavor. They taste as delicious as they look. These are amazing, Natsu. You've got to try one. I offer him a bite of my donut. He opens his mouth automatically like he's going to bite down, then suddenly stops and looks away.
Thanks, but I already know what they taste like. Besides, I'll be eating dinner soon. I don't want to spoil my appetite.
I'm the opposite. I down 10 of these and still eat dinner.
Well, as healthy as that sounds, not all of us can wolf down 14 kilos in one sitting. Anyway, I was hoping we'd have time to hang out, but I better get home.
Already? Couldn't you stay?
Yeah?
Oh my gosh, I hate
Me too.
Couldn't you stay a little longer so we could play a video game? Natsuko pauses, looking away.
I really would love to. Thing is, my mom won't be home until late tonight. I'll have to get to the house by myself. It doesn't happen too often. So I have to take advantage of it when I can.
How come?
He can't tell his mom that he's a femboy.
Oh my god!
Put it on the screen, Syko.
Just
Put it on the screen.
Oh gosh.
I'll do that. Let's just say, kinda have to be a different person when she's home. Home alone. I get to be me.
You can be a femboy.
And the world can't judge me for it. Burning the house down and shit.
I didn't burn the house
If we
down!
didn't have to constantly babysit you all afternoon, we'd have been done sooner and had more time to hang out.
Well, he quickly turned back into his normal bratty self. Oh sure, blame me.
It was 100% your fault.
He's not lying. Gosh dang it! But at least we had fun. Should I bring the donuts tomorrow? Natsuko laughs loudly.
No. You must be joking. I'm not leaving them with you. Come with me tonight. I don't trust you or Satori, for that matter, to be alone with these donuts tonight. That's why I bought this Tupperware.
Natsuko begins carefully lining the donuts up in the special trays in the Tupperware. Oh well, it was worth a shot. You are wise not to trust Satori and I. We would
Don't
have...
say.
We would have destroyed those donuts.
Trust me, I know.
The mention of Satori takes me back to our conversation this morning. I remember how helpless I felt. There's never been a time we haven't shared everything with each other. I wish you'd tell me what I can do to help.
Okay, I have all my stuff packed. Good work today.
Thanks! I had a lot of fun. Just like that, Natsuko is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I get the opportunity to get closer to him like I wanted?
Guess I'm off then. Thanks for all the help today.
Let's not kid ourselves. I was no help at all.
It's true. You're useless. Thanks for the entertainment then, I guess.
My heart!
I'll see you tomorrow.
Natsu, wait. I speak without thinking. I've been doing an awful lot of that lately. About today. I'm serious when I said I had a lot of fun. Not just the baking, but with hanging out with you in general. This doesn't need to be a one-time thing, is what I'm saying. I want to spend time with you again, if at all possible. Whether you want to read comics or play video games, whatever, I'm up for it. Natsuko gives me an intense look.
You mean that?
What a sim.
Are you some kind of simp cat?
No!
Cat? I didn't think... I mean, of everyone in the club.
Natsuko sets the bags of Tupperware on the ground and turns to face me fully.
Sorry I had to leave so early. I really don't want to. I would stay here all day if I could. Feel the same way as you.
Natsuko steps closer. I may call him Shorty, but in reality, we're almost the same height. At this point, his face has gotten very close to mine. Standing inches from me, he looks into my eyes. I feel his hand suddenly... I can't, like seriously, like a moment, why do you, Danny, why did you do that?
That wasn't me! That was Hotdog!
Dog.
Hotdog, why?
You've learned from the master. I must accept you as my pupil.
I feel his hand suddenly curl around mine. His rose-colored...
Have I not told you that? I feel like that's something I would have told you.
His rose-colored cheeks
No.
and... We good?
A,
Yes, ma'am.
B, C, yeah.
Don't call me that!
Yes, Mom.
His rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision along with his lightly parted lips. What is happening? He leans closer. I can feel his breath against my lips.
I felt this for a while now.
Natsuko suddenly jumps back.
Satori! Hey! Bud?
Hey, Kat. Hey, Nat. What are you guys up to?
Nothing. We finished working for today and Natsu was just leaving.
He is. Bummer. Sorry I didn't come sooner. We could have all hung out.
Nice to see you, Satori. Wish I could stay, but I have to get home.
Oh. That's a shame. Well, I'd hate to keep you. So I guess we'll see you at the festival, yeah?
I can't help but notice Satori is acting passive-aggressively forceful. Is he trying to drive Natsuko away? Natsuko seems to pick up on it too. He looks at me briefly.
Yeah, well. Guess I'll see you tomorrow then.
Goodbye, Nat.
Satori cuts him short, staring Natsuko in the eye in an uncomfortably domineering way. Natsuko nods obediently, gathers his bags and the Tupperware of donuts, then hurries off with his head down. What the hell was that about? Satori suddenly turns to me and his expression instantly softens. Satori, I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Look, can we talk?
Satori suddenly interrupts me. Talk?
Yes, talk. We need to talk now.
There is urgency in his tone. In fact, his entire demeanor is tense and his expression seems worried. Even his temper is short. Of course we can.
Good. Let's go to your room. And hurry. Before I lose my nerve.
Satori hurries past me. I struggle to keep up as we slip back into the house and head upstairs. Once we're in my room, I shut the door and take a seat on my bed. I feel anxious over what Satori might tell me. So, what's on your mind?
I've been thinking about what you said this morning. About how we're best friends and we trust each other with everything. And, well, you're right. You deserve to know what's going on.
I smile a little in relief. Looks like he's going to open up to me after all. I lean forward a bit, my full attention on Satori. I'm all ears. Tell me everything, Satori. The more I know, the more I can do to help.
Right. The lithium was prescribed to me last year. After I was diagnosed with chronic depression.
I sigh and nod. I knew it. I see. Do you know what caused you to become depressed? He nods.
Yeah, I do. It was because I came to a realization.
What did you realize? He takes a deep breath.
I realized I have feelings. Selfish feelings.
Huh? Selfish feelings? I don't think I understand.
It's easy, Kat. I discovered that I hate the idea of you getting a boyfriend. Isn't that disgusting of me? To act like you're a shiny toy that I only want for myself? I mean, you're such an amazing, smart, funny person. Everyone deserves to be around you. And even knowing that, I still hate the thought of you being with someone else. I realized someone as selfish as me doesn't deserve to be around someone as wonderful as you. That's why I didn't want to take the lithium. Don't you see? I deserve to feel this way. I deserve to hurt. I deserve to be punished for being weak and selfish. Why do you think I never personally invited you to the club? I didn't want them to be around you. To see how beautiful and amazing you are. I knew they'd be head over heels for you. I mean, sure, I was excited to have you visit. And after you decided to join, I figured it'd be a great chance for us to get to spend even more time together. But on our way home that day, you said you liked them. You wanted them to like you. And I just want you to be happy. Agreeing to help you, giving you advice on how to impress them, it felt like my heart being ripped in half. But it was bittersweet blessing in disguise, you know? I figured if you got closer to one of them, you'd forget about me. You wouldn't have to have me hold you back. If you stopped caring about me, you wouldn't care if anything happened to me.
Satori.
Hold on. There's something else. I realized that the closer you got to each of them, the more it felt like a spear going through my heart. Kat, just the thought of you doing anything romantic with one of them, it hurts so much. It makes me sad and angry at them and at myself. The thought of you with anyone else but me makes me want to die.
Satori, don't say things like that.
I can't help it, Kat. The truth is, I'm in love with you. Those are my true feelings. I've always loved you. And starting last year, I realized I'm in love with you. I mean, we've been saying it to each other for years. But I don't just say it to you because it's a thing to say. I mean it every single time.
Satori suddenly steps closer to me, gently taking my hands in his own.
What about you? Do you mean it, Kat?
Oh no, I forgot about this scene!
Do you feel anything at all when you tell me that you love me?
I meet Satori's gaze. I owe it to my best friend to be completely honest with him. Satori, listen to me. Every time I tell you that I love you, I mean, oh no! I forgot about this. Why do we have to do this?
Now take his emotions and push it in the sewer.
Do what must be done. Do it.
I don't want to break his heart.
Do it. 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 Make him cry. Come on.
Do what feels right. I don't know.
like making others cry. Oh, I don't want to do it. I love you like a brother. No, I'm gonna be crying now. I'm comfortable doing everything with you. I can tell you anything and everything. I mean, I know we're not really siblings, but we might as well be, you know? And there's nothing wrong with that. I'll always love you. Nothing is gonna change that. I'll be here for you whenever you need me. No matter what. You'll always be my buddy.
I see.
Oh no, my god. Satori's eyes fill with tears. He slowly backs away from me. Oh no. I feel so bad.
So, this is what it feels like to be stabbed in the chest.
Satori.
No, you're 100% right, Kat. We're better off keeping things the way they've always been. I mean, everything was perfect before I accidentally showed my feelings. We wouldn't even be having this conversation right now if it hasn't been for that stupid, selfish mistake.
Satori has a hard time keeping his voice steady.
I trust you to know what's best for me. Keeping things the way they've always been. That's what I want to.
He looks away, tears streaming down his face.
Really? This couldn't have turned out better.
I swallow nervously, realizing that me turning down his confession could seriously impact his depression. Satori, I know you don't want to hear this. But now that you have the lithium on hand, please consider taking it. He gives an emotionless chuckle.
It wouldn't have been an issue either way. I have tons of it stockpiled in my medicine cabinet.
Well, it would make me really happy if you started taking it.
I'll take them all.
No!
Right
no!
now. I'll fucking do it again.
That hurts me. I don't like it. I really don't like seeing people upset. I'm sure it'll help you a lot.
You know what? Maybe I will.
Really?
Sure. If it'll make you happy.
It will. Satori passively nods.
Alright. When I go home, I'll take my meds.
The lithium too?
Of course.
Thank you. And in return, I'll make sure you have a lot of fun at the festival tomorrow. Sound good?
Yeah. I'm sure it will be fun.
Satori gives me one more sad smile as he leaves my room. I listen as he wordlessly descends the stairs and walks out the front door. I look out my window and watch him slowly cross the street and make his way to his house. I can't help but feel a sense of uneasiness.
I can hear him crying from outside the house.
That just makes me even more sad. What if my suggestion for him to take his meds backfires and it ends up making him worse? What if I should be doing something more or something different? I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until I see if my suggestion works or not. If he takes my advice, I should notice any change in his behavior by tomorrow. I hope he'll be back to his normal, cheerful self by then. Either way, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to help Satori get through this difficult time. It's the day of the festival, and we're gonna save that. Because we're...
No, we're almost done.
No, because this is
You
a
walk
separate...
in and then...
This is a separate recording of itself. That I have.
No, I want to see. I would like to see. Does it change?
We're...
I want to see. Does it change or not? Is it still...
one sec. Let me just end this recording and then let me start a new one.
Okay.
I hope that you guys like this. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe for more. Let's start with end credits, please. Starting with Malachiza.
Hello guys, thank you for tuning in today. I am Malachiza. You can follow me on Twitter. It's MalachizaVA, and you can also find me on YouTube. It's Malachiza. Thank you.
Danny.
Hi, I'm Danny from 6 Clicks. You already know that. It was so romantic!
Hotdog.
Yes, Hotdog or Hot Diggity Dog 123. Thank you for having me. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. All of it is Hot Diggity Dog 123. And also, you can also follow me on my other Instagram account where I do art stuff, which is Hot Diggity Art Stuff.
And then Syko.
I am Syko from 6 Clicks, but you knew that already.
Oh my god.